afternoon, folks. Great to see you all here today. This beautiful day, they promised warmth. We didn't get that. So we're doing filming today. You ready, Lisa? Okay. Okay. Good to see you all today. Before we start, a few things, of course, our safety. I don't think we have any new folks, but of course we'll always go over our safety anyway. As you know, if you have glaucoma or balance issues, high blood pressure, don't put your head below your heart. If you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, or if you are pregnant, no severe twisting. With that, I always like to start with an intention, as you know. Today's intention is building on what we spoke about on Tuesday. If you remember, I was talking about different on Tuesday. And Einstein's comment about if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. It's not going to happen. A good friend of mine wrote a book called The 7 Levels of Change in Thinking, and he says, different thinking for different results. And it's so true. And I'll leave this on the stage here on the floor. You can take a picture of it if you wish later. It's very good. He started actually the Office of Innovation for the U.S. Air Force. He was the first one to start that many years ago, of course, but it was a very successful operation. But in it, he talks about the 7 levels of change, and you can apply this in business or in your personal life. And on the personal, he breaks it out. So on the personal life side, level 1 is doing the right things, such as talking and communicating with your loved ones. The second is do things right, such as actually listen while you're talking. A third, doing things better, develop new habits and grow those new habits. The fourth is doing away with things. Man, for seniors, we collected a lot of stuff. If you're like me, don't look in the attic or the garage because you've got trouble. I mean, there's just more garbage in there than you can imagine, right? Paperwork, furniture, clothing, toys. You know, all the grandkids are going to love it. No, they're not. Technology's changed. They've moved on. Get rid of it, you know. Right? Doing things other people are doing. Copy what works, like coming to this class. Good thing you know that works. You see other people progressing with their health, doing good things for themselves. And then doing things no one else is doing. So try something you've never tried. So at the age of 73, I showed up at the yoga instructor's school. And there's all these 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds. And there's me. And I think they thought I was the janitor, you know. And I said, no, I'm here as a student. Really? You know? So, yeah, I'm going to do something that I didn't think I could do, right? And then finally, the 7th item, do the impossible. Of course, that's very difficult, and very few people achieve that. But who knows? You know, take that trip you've been dreaming of. So anyway, you got to take a picture. It's a great book, good read, lots of good information in there. So we'll go ahead and get started. We always start with our diaphragmatic breathing. Deep breaths in and out. And of course, as you know, do only what you can safely and comfortably do. If we're doing something that's not for you today, fine, just feel free to observe and hydrate. We cannot stress hydration enough. It is so crucial. You know, we think we're drinking coffee as an example, and yes, it has water in it, but it's a diuretic, and you're going to get dehydrated from it. It's going to make you go. So you need to drink water. You need to make sure you stay hydrated. And with that, we'll start with our warm-up. Today, we're going to be doing our marching in time. So we get that lower body muscle group going here. Just marching along. Everybody's in step. That's so nice. Hi-yo, ho, hi-yo. Drill sergeant will be very happy. Okay, we'll do a little right oblique. Very good. We'll do a left oblique. And we'll do a right oblique. And we'll do a left oblique. One more right oblique. And one more left oblique. We come to the center, continuing to march. I'm going to add the upper body now. So do some gentle swimming. Nice big range of motion here. The goal is to wake up all these muscles in the upper body, the pectoral muscles in the front, big rhomboids in the back. And of course the deltoids and the rotator cuff group, all those guys, wake them up. We'll go in the opposite direction for some additional range of motion here. Increase our elasticity as well. Big, big range of motion. And we're moving a lot of air, so keeping everybody cool. It's a win-win. And we'll come forward again. Nice big forward strokes. Swimming along here. Whole body, 600 muscles plus, all working right now. And we'll come to a stop. We'll take some deep breaths, of course. now we're going to take that left arm, put it behind our back, and just give that arm a little bit of a push. Want to open up the shoulder area, nice and gentle, never pain. And we switch and we do the other side. And we switch and do the other side. Switch and we do the other side. Switch and do the other side. And one more on that right side. Great. Releasing from that, we'll come into our goalpost position. Arms are straight out. Once we're here, breathing in, we come down. And breathing out, we go up. And in, and out. 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 Now, in goalpost, twisting to the right, twisting from the waist. Stimulate the liver here. Twisting to the left. Twisting to the right, wake up the digestive system, and twisting to the left. Coming back to the center, very carefully now, want to get those oblique muscles involved. Leaning to the right, leaning to the left, leaning to the right, and leaning to the left. Coming back to the center, going to reverse the goalposts. A little different twist into the shoulders and upper back now. Breathing in, we come up, out we go down, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Very good. Going to return to normal goalpost. Bring those hands together. Touch the elbows if you can. Once we're here in vertical, breathing in, we come down. Breathing out, we go up. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Very good. You're going to release that, and we're going to roll those shoulders out. Ooh, that really feels good. Get all that synovial fluid flowing there in the shoulders, our natural lubricant. We'll go in the other direction now. Big rotation here. Very, very good. Moving to the lower body, bringing those feet out, digging the heels into the floor. This is our hamstring stretch, but of course it stretches much more. And again, as a safety precaution, if putting one leg out is going to work for you, that's fine. Or you can bring both out. Going to come forward in a dynamic flow to the point of slight discomfort, and we come right back up. And forward again, just gentle, nice, like never pain, and we come back up. Coming forward, nice and easy, and back up. And forward, and back up. And forward, and back up. And forward, and back up. One more coming forward. And back up. Very good. Bring the feet flat on the floor. We're going to do our focus on the spine. I'll turn sideways to help demonstrate. Here is where we nourish and cleanse the discs between our vertebrae. So important. Doing our angry cat pose to nourish those discs. Shoulders go forward, head goes towards the knees, arching the back forward. And then we'll go in the opposite direction, hot, happy cow. Here we cleanse the disc because we squeeze them and they get rid of all the excess carbon dioxide. We come forward again, nourishing those discs. They're absorbing fresh blood and oxygen. And we go back again, cleansing the disc, getting rid of all that metabolic waste. And we come forward again, nice and easy, nice and slow. Great stretch for the back. Going back again into the happy cow. And coming forward again into that angry cat position. Going back into that happy cow. One more coming forward into that angry cat. One more going back into that happy cow. Very good. And releasing from that, we're going to come to a standing position. Please hydrate if you need to hydrate. I'm definitely going to do that. Continuing with our warm-up. First we'll do some deep breathing. So first we'll do some deep breathing, get that oxygen back into our systems. Great, we're going to continue now with our good morning pose. Arms are by our sides. We want to work out here in the frontal plane, bringing those arms all the way up. Once we reach this point, maybe a little higher, and then we come down, and we come back up, nice and easy, nice and slow, a little higher, and we come down, coming back up, a little higher, and we come down, one more coming up, a little bit higher, and we come down. Now we're going to move into the sagittal plane, so we bring the hands up in front, very good, all the way up, and then we turn the palms and we come down, and we bring the hands up again, turn the palms, we come down, turn the palms, we come up, Turn the palms and we come down. Turn the palms and we come up. And turn and we come all the way down. Moving now into the helicopter so we can work the transverse plane. Arms are straight out, twisting all the way to the right. Twisting all the way to the left. Nice dynamic flow here. Twisting all the way to the right. And twisting all the way to the left. Great. Coming back to the center. I'm going to bring those hands together. We'll interlace the fingers. Palms will face the floor. Elbows as straight as we can make them. Good straight posture here. Bring those palms up facing the ceiling. Pushing up if you can. And again, I'm going to twist to the right. And twist to the left. Twist to the right. And twist to the left. Coming back to the center. Carefully leaning to the right. Big letter C. Leaning to the left. Leaning to the right. And leaning to the left. Back to the center, carefully leaning back, and then coming halfway forward, pushing those palms straight out. Great stretch across the upper back here. Again, I'm going to go to the right just one time, and then to the left one time. Come back to the center. I'm going to undo those hands, shake those hands out, get that blood flowing in there. Very good. If you have neuropathy in the hands, the fingers, this is a good move to do. Just shake them out. Excellent. And we're going to move now to our lower body workout. Being very careful, of course. Have my chair handy. Going to start with the runner's lunge. I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. My right leg is going to go forward. My left leg goes back. Once I'm safely here, remember you control the intensity. The lower you go, the more intense it's going to be. And of course, be careful. Don't let the knee go beyond the toes. Don't want to hurt the meniscus here. Breathing in now, we come up. Breathing out, we go forward. And in, and out. 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 We come to a standing position. We walk that out. And we do the other side. Left leg goes forward. Right leg goes back. Holding that chair with my left hand. Once I'm good and secure here, breathing in, I come up. Out I go forward. And in, and out, 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 and in, and out. We come to a standing position. We walk that out. So important. Please hydrate if you need to hydrate. Complementing now the lunge pose, we'll do the assisted squat pose. So I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. I'm going to come down to the point where my quadricep muscles say that's about enough, no pain ever, and I come right back up. And I come down nice and easy, and right back up. Nice dynamic flow, coming down, and right back up. And coming down, and right back up. And coming down, and right back up. And one more coming down, and right back up. And so now if you wish to join me in the yoga squat, of course, it's much more intense. Do only what you can safely and comfortably do. I spread my feet, bring the hands together, and I come down again to the point of slight discomfort, wherever that is for you. Once you've reached that point, twisting to the right, twisting to the left, twisting to the right, and twisting to the left. And I come back to center, and I slowly come back up. Work those muscles, getting those stronger and stronger, very slow. Excellent, and we walk it out. So good. Okay. Two great exercises, the lunge and the squat. If you need to strengthen these lower body muscles, we all do. That's what's going to prevent us from falling. If they're strong, they're going to hold us up. Those two exercises, really, really good to do. And when we do our warrior moves, we kind of repeat what we just did again to really strengthen those muscles. But for now, we're going to have a seat. We're going to work on those deep psoas muscles and the transverse abdominis. Those muscles play a huge role in our elimination processes, but also in our posture, and they help alleviate back pain and neck pain. So, for the psoas muscles, today we're going to do the boat pose. So I bring both feet out, off the floor, and once I'm safely here, I'm just going to paddle that boat a little bit. And you can picture in your mind these deep psoas muscles. They're just working now, getting stronger and stronger. The transverse abdominis, while it actually doesn't have motor function, it's going to get stronger as well. Just moving along here in our boat. And then we'll add the upper body by doing some rowing. Going across Lake Conroe again, creating a big wake here. I know. Yeah, police will be after us in no time. Okay, we'll come to a stop. Bring those feet down. We'll take a deep breath. Great, I'm going to right back on that boat. We're halfway across the lake, and we're paddling and we're rowing. And if you wish to add kind of a kayak type of rowing, get a little more movement into the back there. Get those latissimus dorsi muscles moving, trapezius muscle, all that good stuff. Plus we've got all 600 muscles in the body pretty much moving right now. Very, very good. Back and forth. And we'll come to a stop again. We'll take some deep breaths. And a little more hip and muscle work here for the lower body. I'm going to raise my left leg, and as I bring it up, I'm going to take my left hand and push down. So as I'm lifting up, I'm pushing down. I'm kind of locking myself in the middle there, a little bit of a fight going on between the leg and the hand. And that engages the hip and all these leg muscles. And then we'll switch them and do the other side. You even have the glutes involved here, really good exercise. And we'll switch and do the other side, lifting up while I'm pushing down. Switch, lifting up while I'm pushing down. Switch, lifting up while I'm pushing down. And one more, lifting up while I'm pushing down. Very good. And so now we'll focus on those big back muscles, those big rhomboid muscles. And to do that, we'll do our eagle pose. For that, as you know, I take my left arm straight up and down. The right arm comes around and wraps. For wherever you go is perfect. And once you reach that point, please never, never pain. Again, I'm going to twist to the right nice and slow. Then I'm going to twist to the left. And I'm going to twist to the right. And I'm going to twist to the left. Coming back to the center, carefully leaning forward. I'm engaging now all of the muscles in the back right down to the glutes. Again, I go to the right. And I go to the left. And to the right. And to the left. Come back to center, I return to vertical. Once I'm in vertical, breathing in, I come down. Breathing out, I go up. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out, and in, and out, and I slowly unwind, and again I roll those shoulders, get that range of motion going there, get that synovial fluid, our natural lubricant in there, and we'll go in the other direction, big range of motion, so good. Perfect, then we'll do the other side now, so now that right arm comes straight up, left arm comes around and wraps, so wherever you go is absolutely perfect, and twisting to the right, twisting to the left. Twisting to the right, and twisting to the left. Coming back to the center, leaning forward very carefully. Again, I go to the right, and I go to the left, and to the right, and to the left. Come back to the center, returning to vertical. And once in vertical, breathing in, I come down. Breathing out, I go up. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out, and we slowly unwind again. Again, I know that feels really good. Roll those shoulders out. So good. And then the opposite direction. Shoulders nice and flexible, very elastic. Need that for activities of daily living. Now we'll do the little challenge for the right and left brain, if you wish. Rolling the shoulders in the opposite direction. Really tease that left and right brain. And then the other way. So good. Nice big movement there. Coming now back to a standing position. Please hydrate if you need to hydrate. Coming into our warrior moves, but before we do that, we're just going to reset the hips a little bit here. Switching now to static stretching, bringing those arms up alongside the ears, leaning back into that Urdhva Hastasana pose, and we'll just take some deep breaths as we hold here. And then we'll come forward into that forward fold, Uttanasana. As far as you can comfortably and safely go, never pain, remember. Holding here, deep, deep breaths. Coming to our neutral position, hands on the hips, twisting to the right, holding here in a deep breath. And then twisting to the left and hold in a deep breath. Back to the center, and we'll just do the hula hoop just to get those hips ready for all this work we're going to do with the warrior poses, and we'll go in the other direction. Nice big rotation. Perfect, and we're ready now to start with our warrior one. Starting, I'm going to have my right hand on my chair, right leg goes forward, left leg goes back. Then if you can, let go of the chair, that's fine. If you need to hold it, that's fine. Bring those arms up alongside the ears. Once we're safely here now, again, we're going to focus on these lower muscles. Breathing in, we come up. Out we go forward. And in, and out. 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 Now we bring those arms down behind our back, coming into our humble warrior, interlacing the fingers. Hands and arms go towards the ceiling. As we breathe in, our chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out. 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 Releasing right back into warrior one. Once we're safely in warrior one, we flow into warrior two. We make the adjustments we need to make. Rearrange our feet. Make sure we're good and sturdy. Align those ankles if you can, but it's up to you. Once we're safely here, breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out. 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 Now we turn that forward palm towards the ceiling, coming back into our peaceful warrior. Get our side stretch in here. Once we're safely here, breathing in, we come up. Out we go down. And in, and out. 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 And I flow back into that warrior two. Today we're doing our triangle. Please be careful. I straighten both legs. Take that right hand, bring it down to the right ankle. And the left arm comes up alongside the left ear. Looking up underneath that arm if I can. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out. 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 And I flow back into that warrior two. And once we're safely there, we come to a standing position. We walk it out. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ooh, that's a workout. And we'll take some deep breaths to get that oxygen back into our systems. You know, when we work the muscles like that, they scream for oxygen. We've got to get that diaphragmatic breaths in there. Great, okay, we're ready to do the other side now. The left leg goes forward, right leg goes back. Have my chair handy as always if I need it. Coming into that warrior one pose, arms alongside the ears. Breathing in, we come up. Out we go forward. And in, and out. 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 Bring those arms down behind the back. Interlace the fingers, coming into our humble warrior. Hands and arms towards the ceiling. Breathing in, our chest comes up. Out it goes down. And in, and out. 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 Releasing right back into my warrior one. Nice smooth flow there. And then I flow into my warrior two. Make my adjustments, of course, once I'm safely here. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out. And out. And in, and out. And in, and out. I'm going to turn that forward palm. Coming back. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out, and in, and out. I flow back into warrior two. Going to do that triangle, straighten the legs. Left hand to the left ankle. Right arm alongside the ear. Looking up if I can. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out. And in, and out, and in, and out, and we flow back into our warrior two, and we come to a standing position, walk it out. All right, I'm gonna rehydrate, please. Bottle number 2. Okay. And of course, let's do some deep breaths, get that oxygen back into the system. Perfect. Ready now for our balance challenge for today. And today we're going to do the dancer's pose. But as you know, there's always options. So option 1, I can just do the low tree pose, holding the chair with my right hand, take that left foot, toes on the ground, heel against the ankle of my right leg. And if that's as far as I'm going today, that's perfect. I can add a little intensity by hovering my hand over the chair. Or I can go to the full dancer's pose where I bring that leg up, grasp the ankle. Once I've got that ankle, I push down into the hand, still holding the chair, my gaze fixed solid to the floor. Do my deep breathing to keep the brain well oxygenated. It needs to stay sharp. Deep breaths in and out. And then maybe you can hover your hand over the chair. Remember, your brain is going at 300 miles an hour, and right now it's communicating with the supporting limb big time. Cerebellum, part of the brain that controls our balance, really getting a workout, and that's exactly what we want. Then maybe I can move that hand up to the sky, totally up to you. And maybe I can move the gaze from the floor up to the ceiling. Again, it's completely up to you. Whatever's working for you today is perfect. And then I'll slowly bring the hand down, and I'll bring the gaze down, and I'll release that leg, and we walk it out. So good. Okay, and we do the other side. Holding the chair now with my left hand. I can go to that low tree pose if I wish, with my right foot and ankle, or I can bring that leg up into that dancer's pose, holding that ankle and pushing down into it. Once I'm there, gaze fixed to the floor, maybe I'll hover the hand over the chair for a little more intensity. I like to put a little micro bend in my knee. If that works for you, that's great. Maybe I can move that hand up to the ceiling. And maybe I can move the gaze up to the ceiling. And I slowly bring the hand down, and then I bring that gaze down, and then I release that leg and walk it out. Excellent, really good. The goal again, challenge the brain. We need to keep the synapses in our brain very sharp and very active, so if we find ourselves in a falling situation, we don't have to stop and think, we're going to react. That's what we want, and that's what this will help us do. Perfect. Okay, let's take some deep breaths, get oxygen back into the system. Perfect. And we'll do a little cognitive challenge today. Using our hands, bringing the hands straight out and the palms facing down, and my arms are parallel to the floor. Once I'm here, I'm just going to flip. And flip, and flip, and flip, and flip, and flip. So now, with hands, both palms facing down, I'm going to take that left palm and turn it up. So now I'm going to flip, and flip, and flip, and flip. So we're going back and forth. The brain, our brains are issuing the commands, and the hands are following those commands. Also, the arms are remaining parallel to the floor. We can feel that. We can also see that everything is working exactly as it should. I'm going to add a little bit of difficulty here by removing the visualization part, closing the eyes. When we close the eyes, we also add a little balance challenge. Be careful, of course, flipping back and forth. So the only way we know we're doing it right now is through feel. So we can feel that the palms are flipping just as the brain is instructing. We can feel that the arms are parallel to the floor. That's exactly what we want. Then if you can, add a little speed, but don't sacrifice the accuracy. Want to make sure that the communication is being followed exactly as it's being issued, back and forth, fast as you can safely and comfortably go. And we'll open the eyes and we'll come to a stop and shake those hands out. Good little challenge for the brain. Cerebellum, remember, it controls our accuracy, our balance, and our coordination. Tiny little piece of the brain in the back of the neck there. And we just gave it a really good workout. So good. Okay. Hydrate, please, real quick. I'm going to do a little bit of cardio now. I'm going to have my chair in front of me, making sure it's there if I need it. And this is called rocking the boat. So we're going to just go nice and slow. Just very easy. Pretend we're standing in a rowboat, and we just spread our feet maybe a little more than shoulder width apart, and we go back and forth, rocking. You wouldn't do this in a rowboat, but we're doing it. Our rowboats are secure. So back and forth. So we haven't really challenged the heart too much, although we really did in our warrior moves in our earlier warm-up. Let's just crouch down a little bit, and that's going to demand the heart get speed beat a little faster, because these big muscles that are now involved, they need oxygen, they need blood, they need nutrients. So the heart is going to speed up a little bit. Going back and forth, of course. The lower you go. You control the intensity, totally up to you. Then, if you wish, you can add something we call grand sumo. And by that I mean being very careful. I lift up and down, up, down, up and down, and down, up and down, up and down, and down, up and down, up and down, down, up and down, and up and down. Very good. Okay, cool. Hydrate for sure. Really, really good. Get the heart going a little bit. And we'll definitely take some deep breaths. Perfect. We're going to have a seat. Do a little bit of a cool down here. So in yoga we call this a child's pose. This is a modified child's pose. I'm going to bring the feet out just as we did earlier for the lower body, the hamstring stretch. The difference being, though, instead of being a dynamic flow, now we're going to go forward and we're going to hold. So go forward to the point of slight discomfort, never pain. And once you've reached that point, we're just going to hold there. Let these muscles stretch out, and we'll take some deep breaths as we do that. Great. Now I'm going to move my arms out behind me if you can. And again, I'll just continue with some deep breaths here. And I'm going to bring the arms forward, really engage the core. Once I do, I can feel that in the stomach area, of course. And just hold here and take some deep breaths. Great, I'm going to release from that. We'll come back to our normal seated position. A little more work on those deep psoas muscles, the deep core pelvic girdle area muscles. Again, we've got to make sure that they stay good and strong. Going to do our big toe exercise, taking this left foot, bringing it straight out. Bring the toes back towards me if I can. And I'm going to go out to the side. And I come back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. And we'll switch now to the other side. Toes come back and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. One more on the other side. Toes come back and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. And we'll switch to the other side. Toes back and out, and back, and out, back, and out, back, and out, and back. And bring the feet down. We'll step that out. Now, if you have a strap, you may have seen these in the gym or the YMCA. It's really helpful, very good. You can bring the foot out and the strap can go under the foot and you hold it, of course. Then when you've got the strap, now you can really move your leg even further, get a better range of motion. If you have any hip issues, this is a nice little exercise to do. Again, never pain, of course. So, and the strap can be helpful in that respect. So, very good. We want to just calm the hips down a little bit. We're going to do something called twisted roots. This is a yin yoga pose. I'm going to take this left leg, bring it up and over. You do only what you can safely and comfortably do. Once we're safe in this position, I'm going to twist all the way to the left as far as I can go. And I'm going to twist to the right. Of course, I'm twisting from the waist. Want to stimulate the liver. Back and twist to the left. And back and twist to the right. Coming back to the center, we're going to switch legs. Being real careful here. Twisting now all the way to the right, far as we can go. Twist to the left. Twist to the right. And twist to the left. Come back to the center, bring the feet down. Coming back to a standing position. Just going to reset everything real quick with a forward and backward fold. Hands up alongside the arms, up alongside the ears, leaning back. Urdhva here, holding in a deep, deep breath. And we'll come forward into the forward fold, Uttanasana, holding in a deep breath. Boy, if you ever wanted a full body stretch, this is it. This is a wonderful stretch to do. Sciatic nerve, everything's involved. Coming to our neutral position, arms out for the helicopter, big twist to the right, hold in a deep breath. And then to the left and hold in a deep breath. Back to the center, hands on the hips. We'll just do the hula hoop real quick, just to reset those hips. Man, we put them through a lot of work, and we'll go in the other direction. Excellent. So, guess what time it is? Test time, and we're going for silver medal. Okay, silver medal today for our test. So I have my chair handy as always. And for the bronze medal that we did on Tuesday, we had our arms by our sides. And for the silver medal, we fold the arms. And of course, the left foot goes in front of the right. This is our sobriety test. Once we're safely here, make sure you're good and sturdy. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And we switch feet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yeehaw! Fantastic. We all passed. We all get a silver medal. So that's really cool. And remember, if you have balance challenges, the sobriety test is a great exercise. If you do it at home, do it along a wall or a long table, and make sure there's somebody there with you. But it can really stimulate the cerebellum in all three aspects as far as accuracy, coordination, and balance. Great exercise to do. Okay. Want to work on the abductor and adductor muscles. They play a huge role in our balance side to side, and oddly enough, they play a big role in our walking gait. And what I mean by that is, sometimes we trip ourselves. By making these muscles stronger, that'll help prevent that from happening. So I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. I'm going to take that left leg, bring it up and over, and I'm holding the foot off the floor. Once I'm there, I'm going to tighten the muscles inside this upper thigh here, the inside thigh. Tight as I can make them, and just do some deep breathing as I hold here. And now I'll move to the abductor side. Get that IT band, that iliotibial band involved here. It's going to get stronger holding here, deep, deep breaths. Back to the adductor side. And back to the abductor side. Great, and we'll walk that out and do the other side. And my chair handy, of course. Bring that left foot up, right foot up, excuse me. My dyslexia kicking in here. Right foot up, holding it off the floor. Tighten those muscles, tight, 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 tight as we can go. Deep breaths. Great, and we'll move to the abductor side. Back to that adductor side. And back to that abductor side. Great, and we'll release and we'll step that out. Of course, holding the chair now with my left hand, I'm going to just swing that left leg back and forth. I want it to just calm down nice and easy and let the weight of the leg kind of reset itself in the hip. Just a nice smooth movement here. Very good, and we'll switch and we'll do the other side now. Just bring that leg back and forth. Nice, easy movement. Great, and we'll release from that, step that out, of course. Going to do a little more cognitive challenge today. Bringing those arms out, we make a fist, the thumbs are straight up. Have the thumbs in my peripheral vision as far as I can go without losing sight of them. Once I'm there, my arms are parallel to the floor. I'm going to take that left thumb and bring it in and touch the tip of my nose. Then I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going nice and slow. And again, I'm using the three languages of the brain. I'm visualizing, I'm vocalizing, and I'm feeling. I'm feeling what's going on. And that tells me everything is accurate exactly as I want it to be. But we're going to add a little more difficulty, of course. And for that, we're just going to close the eyes. Be careful. Again, this adds a balance challenge as well. So now we've got balance, accuracy, and coordination all going on here. Making sure, because we've lost the visualization, making sure we're doing it right by just using feel. So I can feel that the tips of the thumbs are touching the tip of the nose, exactly as I want them to do. I can feel that my arms are still parallel to the floor, because they're getting tired, and that's just fine. And now, as I'm going back and forth, maybe I can add a little bit of speed, but not to sacrifice the accuracy. Important that we maintain the accuracy, that the brain issues the commands, the thumbs are following the commands, the arms are following the commands, back and forth, fast as we can possibly go. And whatever's working for you today is perfect. Back and forth, and we'll open the eyes, shake those hands out. Very, very good. Great challenge to stimulate the brain, you know, crossword puzzles and Sudoku and those kinds of things. Great for the brain internally. We need to stimulate the brain from the brain to the limbs and back into the brain. That, again, helps us do that. So really, really good stuff. I'm going to, again, just do our backward and forward fold to reset everything here. Arms coming up alongside the ears, holding here, deep breath. We'll come forward into the forward fold and holding here, deep, deep breath. Into our neutral position, arms out for the helicopter. Big twist to the right, holding there in a deep breath. And then twist to the left and hold deep breath. Great, back to the center. You're going to bring the hands down, and we're going to counter the dancer's pose that we did earlier. And to do that, I'm holding the chair with my right hand, and we'll do the Karate Kid pose, or the crane pose as they call it. I'm going to bring that left leg up, thighs parallel to the floor as much as you can make it, whatever's working for you. Holding the chair, maybe I can come into a half crane, and maybe I can go to the full crane. Whatever you can do, absolutely perfect. Then I'll add some movement. This is really stimulating the brain now. Again, it works at 300 miles an hour. It's probably going faster than that. It is trying to make sure that supporting leg is able to make sure we don't fall. So it's controlling the movement of our arms and our leg. Very good, and we'll come to a stop, we'll walk it out, and we'll switch and do the other side. Wonderful, wonderful stimulation here. So now that right leg comes up, got my chair handy if I need it, maybe come into that half crane if I can, maybe bring it into the full crane, and then once I'm there, maybe add some movement. Just to really stimulate that brain, that cerebellum, get that guy going. And of course, we're building the muscle in the supporting leg. I mean, it's supporting twice the weight it normally supports. It's getting stronger for sure. Back and forth. Very good. And we'll come to a stop. We'll step it out. Hydrate, please hydrate. Remember we were talking about doing some Tai Chi movements, introducing some Tai Chi movements. And I'd like to go back to what is called the L stance. It is really good, and it's the base of many, many other Tai Chi movements. And I think it's worthwhile for us to practice. Not only is it going to build muscle, it also helps with our balance and our coordination. So, to do the L stance, I have my feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart. I'm going to move all of my weight into my left leg and foot. So all of my weight is on that left leg and foot. I'm going to take that right leg and foot and bring it up, turn it 90 degrees, and then step out. Heel first, then the ball of the foot, then the toes. Holding here now, I'm just going to go down a little bit and take a deep breath. I'm going to bring the foot back, and we'll do the other side. Lifting now the left leg, turn, and bring it down, ball, heel, heel, ball, toes. Very good. And then we come down a little bit. Come back to our neutral position. Again, we'll do the other side. Lift that leg, turn 90 degrees, down, heel, ball of the foot and toe, and then we just come down a little. Great, and we come back and do the other side one more time. Lift that leg, turn that heel, down. Very good, nice smooth flow, and we come down a little bit. Very good, and we come back. So, that move, as I say, is the basis for many other Tai Chi moves, and we'll get into that in the new year as we progress, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It has some nice, not only nice flow, but it's really it's an exercise for the muscles, and of course for the balance, so good stuff to do. Speaking of cooling down though, with our feet together, I'm just going to step laterally out to the right. I'm just going to come down a little bit, hold here. And I'm going to bring my feet together and I'll go out to the left, come down a little bit and just hold, take a deep breath. And feet together and go out to the right again, hold, I'll come down rather, hold, deep breath. And then one more to the left, come down, hold, deep breath. And then the feet together, I'm going to take that right leg and bring it forward and come down just a little bit, holding here, deep breath. And then I'll put it behind me and hold in a deep breath. And forward and hold in a deep breath. And behind me and hold in a deep breath. Great, and now we'll do the left leg. Left leg comes forward, down and hold. And then behind us, down and hold. And in front of us, down and hold. And behind us and down and hold. Great, feet together now. I'm going to do that full body stretch. Feet are together, shoulder width apart, taking that left arm and bring the left arm straight up. Then I'm going to turn my body and I'm going to bring that arm down and try to touch my right side. Bring that arm back up, all the way straight up. Bring it down. Now the right arm comes up, twisting from the waist. Then I bring that arm down, touch that leg. Come back up, right arm all the way straight up, all the way down. Now the left arm comes back up. Again, I twist from the waist and I come down. Bring that arm back up, all the way down, other arm comes up, twist from the waist, and I come down. And then one more on the other side, arm comes all the way up, other arm up, twist from the waist, and we come down. Back up, and down to the side. Really good. Final stretch now, final cool down. Arms alongside the ears, leaning back, holding here, Urdhva Hastasana, nice deep breaths. And we come forward into the forward fold. Uttanasana, holding here, deep, deep breath. Into our neutral position, arms out for the helicopter. Big twist to the right, holding here, deep breath. And twisting to the left, holding in a deep breath. And back to the center, hands on the hips. We're going to push the hips forward and the shoulders back. We'll open up those pectoral muscles there. Great stretch here. Push and deep breath as we hold. Great, and we're going to have a seat. Please hydrate if you need to hydrate. A little more cool down for the hips. It's something we call in yoga apanasana, and this is a modified apanasana. Excuse me, it's normally done on the ground. We'll do it seated, but I think it's just as effective. I'm going to take this left leg and bring it up. I'm going to try to bring my chest to the knee. If you do only what you can safely do, just a full body stretch here. And once I've gotten to the point as far as I can go, I'll just do some deep breaths as I hold there. Tightening all those muscles. Great, now release and we'll do the other side. Bring that leg up, try to bring the chest towards the knee. Tighten all those muscles and deep breath. Great, and we'll release from that. Coming into our head and neck exercises now. So as you know, we'll do some nice big ovals to get the neck good and elastic. Good rotation here, nice range of motion. So I'm going to rotate my head to the right, all the way up and over. And down. And all the way up and over. And down. Now we'll go to the left. Big rotation here. Big range of motion. And one more to the left. Up and over. And down. And in our neutral position now, we're going to lean the head back and lean the head forward. Back to neutral, leaning to the right, leaning to the left.
Back to neutral, bring the hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers, elbows are straight out. The only thing that's going to move is the head, turning the head all the way to the right, far as I can go, and then to the left, and then to the right, and then to the left. And bring those arms down now, and we'll do our peripheral vision. So I'm going to look straight ahead, only my eyes are moving, not my head. Looking to the right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down. Left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down. Blink those eyes to reset them. Do our carpal tunnel. Bring those fingers together for our spider on the mirror. We'll just do those push-ups. Stimulate that blood flow right through the arm, through the wrist, right up into the shoulder. And of course, we release synovial fluid into the knuckles. If you have arthritis, this is a great exercise. Neuropathy in the hands, great exercise to do. And then we're releasing that. We're going to take that left arm, bring it straight out, elbow nice and straight, bring the hand down, but never pain, slightly back, just a little tug, and then we'll go in the other direction. Very, very gentle. And we'll switch and do the other side. Very careful here. And backward. There we go. Releasing from that, we're going to bring the hands down onto the thighs, palms up or down, it's your choice, coming into our savasana, where, as you know, we relax the mind and then, of course, the body. Relaxing the mind is so powerful. It is so good for our bodies and our mind to just calm everything down. Closing our eyes, we focus only on our breath. The deep diaphragmatic breath, breath coming in and going out. And in and out. And by focusing on the breath, being mindful only of the breath, we can clear out all the other thoughts in our mind. If a thought pops into our mind and interrupts us, that's fine. Acknowledge it and go right back to focusing on the breath. Watching the breath come in, nourishing the body, and the breath going out, cleansing the body. Breath coming in and out. And in and out. Because we're only focusing on the breath, we have no worries, we have no problems, no pain, no issues. We forget about all those things we can't control. Of course, it's only for this moment in time, but still it is incredibly healthy for the brain. Deep breaths coming in and out, and in and out. Moving to the body, we see that our feet are relaxed, our legs are relaxed, our core and our hips, shoulders and arms, chest, the head, the neck, everything relaxing now. Gravity pulling us into our chairs, we sink down, knowing we're totally safe, focusing on the breath, and realizing that our brain is at peace, and our body is at rest. We congratulate ourselves for coming to our practice today. We absorb the incredible positive energy in this room. And of course, we enjoy the camaraderie and the fellowship. The mind totally at peace now. The body completely at rest. We realize we're ready now for whatever the rest of the day has to bring. Deep breaths coming in and out. And with our eyes remaining closed, we slowly move our hands, move our feet. Carefully now, we open the eyes, bring those hands all the way out for that final stretch. Hands come to heart center, and may the light within me continue to have the honor of shining alongside the light within you. And in the truest meaning of the word namaste, I bow to you. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you, folks. So awesome. Please remember, if you haven't signed in, please sign in. If you're new, I'd love to get your feedback. There's a feedback form there. We do have class next Tuesday, so have a wonderful, safe weekend. Enjoy, get ready for Thanksgiving.